So you want some encouragement for why you need to start your business today. I'm guessing that's why you showed up on this video, because I said I'm going to give you 5 specific reasons that you need to start your business now. Got the reasons right here, and I'm going to talk you through them. And hopefully it's just some encouragement for you if you feel like you're on the fence thinking about some business idea or side hustle or online business or coaching program, something that you want to do for your professional life, for your career, for your mission. There's something on your heart, there's something on your mind, there's something just in your gut that says, I want to do this thing, but you haven't created enough reasons in your own mind yet for why you need to do it. Well, today I want to share with you 5 reasons why you need to get started on that dream now. Not next month, not next week, not next year, now. I'm JJ Peller, personal development trainer, life coach, and founder of Breaking Barriers, a 40-day online personal development program. Listen, the reason that I'm so freaking passionate about starting your business now is because if you're on the fence and if it's something that's been on your heart and something you've really just been contemplating for a while now, I've been in your shoes. I spent 5 years at a corporate job that just wasn't my path, wasn't my mission. And finally, in June 1st actually of this year, 2018, I made the decision to leave and pursue my mission full-time, speaking, training, coaching, online personal development training. And it's been an absolute blessing. It's been an amazing experience. I've absolutely loved what I've been doing so far. It's been so exciting, and it just feels so right to my soul, truthfully. And not that the other work or career path that I was on in financial services was a bad one by any means. In fact, it was probably a great career by many people's standards. But I made the choice to double down, probably more like triple down, on my passion, on my mission, on my strengths, and do this work that I truly believe I am absolutely meant to be doing with personal development training, life coaching, and the online content creation to inspire and encourage people to pursue their mission and reach their fullest potential. So I'm absolutely passionate about this because I believe you've got a gift that you've been given. I believe that something special has been laid on your heart by God, the universe, your creator, whatever you believe this greater power to be. I believe it's God that's just given us something that he says without maybe blatantly saying it, but we feel it in ourselves that says, you got to go for this. This is a dream that's on our heart that I want to put on your heart. And he wants us to just go for it. The universe wants us to go for it. God wants us to go for it. The creator that you believe in wants you to go for it. We've got this one chance, this one life. And now let me hopefully maybe encourage you and let you light a fire under your own butt to get moving with these 5 specific reasons. So let's jump in now. Let's get into these 5 reasons. Reason number 1. It's interesting. I started my business technically when I was 26 years old. Officially started my business when I was 26. I'm now 28, and I'm full-time in the speaking and the training and the coaching. And even for me, in my mid to late 20s, it can be hard to start small. It can be difficult to start messy. It can be a challenge to know that, you've got friends and family and people in your community, people around you who are just crushing it with their business or their sales or their role or their executive position or their managerial position. Whatever it is, you see them doing big things and you feel like you should be there too. But the challenge we bump into is when we're not willing to start small, when we're not willing to be messy and just go for it and just see what happens, then we're not going to actually pull the trigger and take action and execute on doing the thing, the work, the mission that we truly love and want to be doing. Because if we're honest with ourselves, if you've ever started a business, or you've tried to, or you're thinking about it, I can tell you right now, maybe you've experienced it. It gets messy. Messy in the sense that there's a lot of stuff that you're not going to be prepared for. There's a lot of stuff that I wasn't prepared for. You've got to do quarterly taxes. You've got to keep track of a lot of business stuff. You've got to buy lighting and cameras and other equipment. You've got to, reach out to people. You've got to prospect. You can't just make a few Instagram posts and think you're going to have an extraordinary business. There's a lot that goes into it. You've got to record live videos. You've got to do the training, for me at least. And there's so many things that we just don't know how to prepare for. And there's no way we can know how to prepare for it until we actually just do it. So anytime that we're going to start anything new, anytime we're going to start our own business, start our own side hustle, even if it's not a full-time thing for you, we've got to be willing to start small. So we're not all of a sudden overnight going to say, yeah, let's start a business and do $1 million in sales the next day. I mean, for most of us, that's not realistic for most people. But over time, can we do $1 million in sales? Yes. Can we do multiple millions in sales? Yes. Can we reach millions of people with our message? Yes. But only if we're willing to start small. Only if we're willing to start from the bottom. Only if we're willing to not care what other people think and how they perceive our starting small. And the reason, number one, for why you've got to start now is I can tell you it's probably not going to get easier on your ego to start small as you get older. Whether you're 22 right now, 42, or 72, it doesn't get easier to start. It doesn't get easier to tell yourself, well, now is a good time, and I'm okay with starting small, and having other people look at me and say, well, he's just getting started, or she's just getting started, and wow, look at her, she's messing up and struggling and being challenged. It's not going to get easier to deal with that. I can promise you that it's not going to get easier to deal with that. So right now, if you're thinking, well, it's not a good time because, well, I don't want to be seen as starting small at this point in my life, that's not going to get easier. So start now, because the fact is, now's the easiest time of any other time in your future to start small and messy and to feel okay with struggling and messing up and being challenged with the complexities of starting something or anything new. So number one reason to start now is it's not going to get easier to start small, and you've got to be okay with starting small if you're going to start anything worth going after. Reason number two, I remember looking at all of these online influencers and people in personal development just crushing it. These life coaches and people that are sharing inspiring, encouraging, great content on social media, on YouTube. They have hundreds of thousands of followers and subscribers and email subscribers and people watching and commenting on their stuff. It's unbelievable how much traction they've gained and how much of an extraordinary business they've created. And so I looked at that and I was like, is there room for me? Is there a place for me in this business? Is there a place for me in this industry of personal development and coaching and just being a thought leader and an inspiration for people? And I thought, as I started my YouTube channel, which was one of the early components of my business and one of the early marketing tools that I used, I realized that, man, maybe I'm really starting this late. Maybe I'm too late to actually be able to knock it out of the park and have an extraordinary following on YouTube, to actually make a difference on YouTube, because, gosh, it's been around for over a decade now. At the time, had just hit a decade, and maybe there's just not space for me. And I would encourage you with this. If you're going to start your business, now is the time. Why? Because these platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, anything else that pops up, LinkedIn, won't become less crowded. I can virtually guarantee you they'll actually become more crowded as more and more people make this leap and take this action and move themselves into their own business world, into becoming an online content creator, to becoming a social media content creator and an influencer. More and more people every day are making that leap, are making that choice to pursue their dreams and to just put themselves out there on YouTube, on these platforms, to inspire, encourage, and share great content with people to get their products, services, and messages out. So I can virtually guarantee you that it's not going to become less saturated. In fact, it'll probably become more saturated. So if you're thinking, well, now's not the right time, there's so many people, it's so saturated. If you want to be outstanding, you've got to stand out. And if you're going to wait to stand out, it's going to become harder and harder and harder and harder to stand out, because more and more people are flooding into this realm of business, of social media influencer every single day. So if you're waiting for your time, it's now, because it's not going to get less saturated. In fact, it's going to get more saturated. And I want to encourage you that you're not too late, that there's still an opportunity for you to make a difference and an impact for the people that you can potentially reach by doing the work that you do and sharing it on social media, on YouTube, by making videos for LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook, wherever it is that you want to create and share on your website. Now's the time. Now is the time that you have the opportunity to become outstanding by standing out with unique, awesome, and enriching value that you can share with the world. Reason number 3 to start your business today, listen to me on this, hear this. Other people need your product, service, or message. As saturated as you might think the market is in whatever industry or niche you are in, there are people who need the thing that you can offer in a differentiated, unique, personalized way. There are people who will resonate with your product or service or message way differently, way more impactfully than they will with someone else who right now is someone that you view as a competitor. When in reality, you have the space to come in and serve value to the people who are in this area of your business now, who need your product or service or your message. There's always room. And the fact is, the thing that I've realized, the more and more that I've put out content and created content on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, I've realized that the people who I know are following huge names like the Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuck, Tom Bilyeu, Sean Stevenson, Ed Mylett, David Metzler, all of these extraordinary influencers, name them, all over the place, big time. I still have hundreds of people who love the content that I'm creating because I share it differently. I share it in a unique way. I share it with a different kind of energy. I share it in a more relatable way because I am just getting started. And my friend, I am just getting started. What you have to realize and understand and accept if you want to unleash and tap into your fullest potential to experience what it is that you can create for this world, you have to understand that you've got something unique and different to offer just for the fact that it's you, just for the fact that you're just getting started. So it really is a power, a differentiator that we have when we're in our first year or two, our first month or first week of starting a business, because we are so new. It brings a different perspective. It brings a different energy to the work that you're doing, whether it's online influencer, thought leader, coach, trainer, or any other kind of business. If you want to be a dentist, or if you want to be a computer salesperson, I don't know if people still do that anymore, or a software engineer, whatever it is, because you're just getting started, you have a unique perspective on the world. You have a different perspective on the business, and you have a different energy that you can bring to the table. Other people need the product or service or message that only you can offer. So that's reason number 3 for why you need to start that business today. Reason number 4, listen to me on this one. This is huge. You owe it to yourself to give yourself the opportunity to experience the absolutely joyous, enriching feeling, sensations, and thoughts that happen when you're pursuing your dream, when you're doing the work that you love, when you're doing the things that light you up. That is an awesome experience, my friend. I can tell you from a firsthand experience what I feel doing the work that I'm doing now, training, coaching, personal development, online training, when I'm making these videos, when I'm creating content, when I'm talking with anyone about this stuff, when I'm on podcasts. I recognize a completely different level of joy and excitement and passion that occurs inside of my body, in my mind, in my gut, in my heart, while doing the work that I'm meant to be doing the work that God laid on my heart, doing the work that this universe has opened up for me to be doing, for using the skills that I've been blessed with to serve. Because we've all been given different unique gifts and skills and blessings and just passions in life. And I know that when we do that work that lights us up the most, we get the most joyful, exciting, enriching experiences out of life. So for you, my friend, I just hope that you give yourself that gift. You give yourself that gift of an opportunity to experience what it's like to do the work that's been laid on your heart and put in your soul for why you're here on this planet. And it's a life-changing experience, I can tell you that. So I hope reason number 4 is enough for you to get started today. And if it's not enough of a reason for you to get started, let me share with you reason number 5. Imagine for a second that you are about 80 years old, maybe 85 or 90, and you're sitting in your rocking chair by the fire, and you feel the warmth of the fire, and you're rocking, and you're relaxing, and you're thinking back on your life. You've done some pretty awesome things. You've had some pretty neat experiences. But there's one experience you didn't have, and that experience is pursuing your passion. That experience is taking the chance, the risk to do the work that's been laid on your heart, to do the work that you've been put on this earth to do, to pursue that mission that truly just lights you up, that energizes you, that excites you. You look back on your life and you think, wow, it's been a pretty great life. But if there's one thing I regret, and you're thinking back in your own mind, there's one thing I regret, it's that I didn't take that chance to see what would happen if I made the choice to pursue my passion, to start my own business, to do my own thing, to start creating content online, to inspire and encourage people, to sell my product or services that I knew could change people's lives, that could increase the quality of people's lives. If you want to feel in that chair as you're rocking back and forth that you maximize your potential, that you experienced everything, all the joy and the love and the passion and the excitement that this life has to offer, you got to go for it, my friend. You've got to make the choice to pursue your dreams. You've got to make the choice to start the thing that seems difficult to start now, because it's not going to get easier. It's not going to be less awkward for you to start small. And truthfully, it's not going to become less saturated of a market. You got to do it. If you want to pursue a dream, you want to start a business, if it's an online business, if you want to start creating and sharing content that inspires people with your social media, on YouTube, on your website, do it. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Take that time today to do one thing that can get you started. My name's JJ Peller, and I'd love to hear from you. What's the number one reason you will start your business today? And if you have started your business and this is just an encouragement for you, what's the one reason that you decided to pursue your passion and start your business when you did? I'd love for you to stay in touch in other places. I put up a YouTube video once every week, and if you'd like to stay in touch with me on a more regular basis, I'd love to share with you some places that you can find me. So check out the description below for more places that you can connect with me. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share it out with a friend, and comment below on the number one reason that you will start your business today. Until next time, have fun, be awesome.